Imagine leaving a party early and it suddenly becomes a national scandal. That's the reality Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is living. The Duchess has been the subject of constant scrutiny, with even her smallest actions generating a whirlwind of controversy. The most recent issue? Her decision to leave the Invictus Games a tad early. This incident, rather predictably, has given ammunition to her critics, most notably Wootton and Levin, who seem to have made it their mission to spin every move of the Duchess into a controversy. They suggest that Meghan's early exit from the Games was not due to any personal reasons, but a calculated move to include her charity work at the Los Angeles fires in her upcoming Netflix show. A narrative that's as sensational as it is speculative. Yet it's not just Meghan's schedule that seems to irk Wootton and Levin. There's a deeper issue at play here. It's the continued support that Meghan receives from Netflix that appears to be the thorn in their side. The streaming giant has been a steadfast supporter of the Duchess, something that seems to deeply frustrate these two critics. Their relentless attacks on Meghan reveal more about them than about the Duchess herself. Their bitterness is not about Meghan's choices, or her schedule, or even her early departure from the Invictus Games. It's about the fact that despite their constant efforts to undermine her, Meghan continues to thrive. She remains a strong, influential figure, using her platform to make a positive impact on the world. But, as we all know, the Duchess has a knack for rising above the noise. Despite the controversies, the criticisms and the relentless attacks, Meghan continues to shine. She stands tall, unbothered by the bitterness of her critics, and undeterred in her mission to make a difference. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the mark of a true Duchess. Wootton and Levin didn't stop at merely criticising. They started spinning tales. Their latest narrative, they've suggested that Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, left the Invictus Games early because she was more concerned with her charity work at the LA fires for inclusion in her upcoming Netflix show. This is a conjecture spun from thin air, a story that fits their agenda, not the reality. It's a narrative that's been designed to cast Meghan in a negative light, to portray her as a woman more interested in her personal projects than her duties. But let's take a step back and look at this objectively. The Duchess has always been known for her dedication to humanitarian work, to be celebrated, not criticised. But Wootton and Levin have chosen to twist this act of kindness into something malicious. They've taken a selfless act and attempted to make it seem selfish, all in an effort to continue their relentless campaign against Meghan. They have focused their narrative on Meghan's upcoming Netflix show, set to air on March 3rd. But what they're really upset about isn't Meghan's schedule. It's the unwavering support she continues to receive from Netflix. This support seems to irk them, to frustrate them. It's a thorn in their side that they can't seem to remove. It's clear that their narrative isn't about truth or fairness, it's about bitterness. It's about a relentless need to tear Meghan down, to tarnish her reputation. But their narrative is flawed, it's twisted, it's a tale spun from envy and spite. Meghan continues to thrive despite their attacks, and this only fuels their bitterness. But hey, who needs facts when fiction is so much more entertaining, right? Their narrative may be twisted, but the truth will always shine through. And Meghan, with her grace and resilience, continues to rise above their petty tales. And let's cut through the fog and see the real issue at hand. The relentless attacks from Wootton and Levin are not just about Meghan's schedule, nor are they about her decision to leave the Invictus Games early. What really seems to be gnawing at them is something entirely different. Meghan's continued support from Netflix. You see, Netflix has been a staunch supporter of the Duchess, and this, it appears, is the thorn in their sides. The streaming giant's unwavering endorsement of Meghan is something that Wootton and Levin seem to find deeply unsettling. Their constant criticism, their ceaseless tirades, all seem to be stemming from this one issue. The reality is, Wootton and Levin's bitterness isn't about Meghan's choices. It's not about her actions. It's not about her commitments. It's about the fact that despite their best efforts to tear her down, she continues to thrive. She continues to make a positive impact. She continues to be supported by a platform as influential as Netflix. Their outrage, their scorn, their bitterness seem to be less about Meghan herself and more about their own frustrations. Frustrations that their attempts to smear her name, to tarnish her reputation, have been unsuccessful. Frustrations that she is not only surviving but thriving, despite their relentless efforts to undermine her. So, what we're seeing here isn't just an attack on Meghan, it's a reflection of their own bitterness, a manifestation of their own disappointment. Their grudge seems to be more with Netflix's support of Meghan than with Meghan herself. While the critics chirp, the Duchess remains unbothered. Unfazed by the relentless negativity, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, keeps her focus where it matters most, on the work she's passionate about and the positive change she's making in the world. While Wootton and Angela Levin may be preoccupied with her every move, Meghan has more important things to concentrate on. Her commitment to giving back is unwavering. From working with charities and non-profits to raising awareness about societal issues, she's a woman on a mission. The Invictus Games, among other initiatives, serve as a testament to her dedication. Leaving early from the event wasn't an act of disrespect, as some would have you believe, but a testament to her multifaceted commitments. And let's not forget her work with Netflix. The upcoming show, set to air on the 3rd of March, is just another platform for her to shine a light on important causes. Despite the insinuations made by Wootton and Levin, her work with Netflix is not a source of controversy, but a beacon of her continued growth and influence. Her grace under pressure is commendable. The unwarranted criticism doesn't seem to shake her. Instead, she continues to rise, proving that she's not defined by the opinions of others, but by her actions and the positive impact she's making. She's a royal who's not afraid to roll up her sleeves, a duchess who's more than just a title. Her resilience is inspiring, sending a strong message to everyone out there that no matter how much noise surrounds you, it's your actions that speak the loudest. Meghan's journey is a testament to her strength. She's a woman who refuses to be silenced or sidelined by critics. She continues to rise, proving that no amount of criticism can overshadow genuine work. So, while Wootton and Levin continue their relentless pursuit, Meghan remains unbothered, focused on her mission and committed to making a difference. Meghan continues to rise, proving that no amount of criticism can overshadow genuine work. As we wrap up, let's remember one thing. The past 10 minutes have been a journey through a narrative woven by Wootton and Angela Levin, a narrative that attempts to paint Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, in a negative light. But what is the real story? Despite their relentless efforts to undermine her, Meghan continues to rise, to thrive, and to use her platform for good. We've seen the controversy they've stirred, the twisted narrative they've attempted to sell, and the real issue at the heart of it all: their bitterness over Meghan's continued success and the unwavering support she receives from Netflix. Yet Meghan remains unbothered. She continues to push forward, using her influence to effect positive change. The Duchess of Sussex is a testament to resilience. She stands tall in the face of adversity, not allowing the criticism of others to deter her from her path. She remains focused on her work, her charity, and her efforts to make the world a better place. Her strength and determination are admirable, and they are the qualities that make her an inspiration to many. Wootton and Levin's attacks are a clear attempt to tarnish Meghan's image. But they fail to realize one thing: Meghan's light shines too brightly to be dimmed by their negativity. She is a beacon of change, and no amount of criticism can change that. So, as we wrap up this video, let us remember Meghan for who she truly is. A strong, resilient woman who is using her platform to make a difference. Let us not allow the narrative of those who seek to undermine her to cloud our judgment. Instead, let us celebrate her achievements and the positive impact she continues to make. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, continues to be a beacon of change, and no amount of criticism can change that. Thank you for joining us today on Sussex Ambassador, and until next time, keep supporting positivity.